So the Warriors are out of the Total Energies Africa Cup of Nations Cameroon 2021. But coming up, we've got a dead rubber for us against Guinea. And this is a Group B contest. It's been a tough competition so far for the Warriors fans. This is the beginning of whatever lies ahead now. There are 8 changes to the Warriors starting lineup. We'll take you through that shortly. This is the Total Energies fan zone, where you can have your say about the game that's kicking off at 6, and also especially about what you think is the way forward, the players that we should stick with, the players that we need to change maybe, and what strategy we need. My name's Steve Vickers.
And my name is Howard Musonza, and on the show also joining us is Dixon Choto and Joe Lupasha. They all played for the Warriors at the 2004 Africa Cup of Nations. The first time that we ever went there. And yeah, it's sad, guys, that we are talking about the Warriors' last game at the Total Energies Africa Cup of Nations 2021, whereas probably we could have been talking about Zimbabwe going into the next stage. But we are here talking about this dead rubber. Yeah, Joe.
Yeah, that's true, Howard. It's said that we're here to watch the dead rubber. That is why we even assigned 3 ladies to officiate for that match, because there's nothing to play for. But I think for all the teams that have gone to the Nations Cup, this is the first time that we might, finish off without even a point, and it will be sad. It will be a setback for the team, for the nation as well, because we're a footballing loving nation, and we expect a lot from especially from what this team, there was everything that was accorded to them. But I don't want to be that kind of person that will sit here and, be negative about the whole situation. But we expected a lot from them. I think it was one of the best generation of players that we could assemble. I understand we had injuries to some of the key players, but those guys that had gone there, we expected a lot. Looking at the Senegal game, I believe that if we went positive into that match, we could have gotten something. But we went there thinking that we will get beat by Sadio Manes of this world, and so we were so conservative in our approach, and that is why we lost, because we went there thinking we'll lose. That's why we lost. And coming also to Malawi match, if you remember versus Senegal, we were here. I said, if we don't play well, we are going to get beat. Because watching Malawi play Guinea, I could tell that this team was not pushovers. It was not a pushover team. They missed a lot of clutch chances that they could have buried versus Guinea. And we had to play 3 times better than how we played versus Senegal. But I think that little success, I will say little success versus Senegal, made us relax a little bit, and we approached that match, as favorites, and we thought we were just going to roll over them. But we are here now without a point, and it's difficult. Guinea, they've got everything to play for today, because they need to win to finish maybe on top of the log, so that they can avoid these other big teams we have seen. And Algeria struggling, they might finish off as second best, and they'll try to avoid that by making sure that they play to win. So it's going to be very difficult today.
Dixon Choto is also here. Dixon, Joe mentions the issue of, yes, it's a dead rubber, but history is being made today because women are officiating this game. I'm sure when you look at it from that point of view, our game here, our women's game has suffered a lot. But when they actually see other women getting to officiate the men's game, I think kudos to CAF for this.
Yeah, I think also it's a lesson to the administrators in Zimbabwe that they need also to take serious the women's football in Zimbabwe, whether it's from the developmental side or even to the national team, because there have been many complaints that the treatment is not the same. So maybe from today, I think they are going to take this issue a little bit serious.
Yeah, All right, you are watching the Total Energies Fan Zone. Remember, you can win. We are giving away DSTV subscriptions for 1 month. And the last time we were here, we had winners. This from last week. Nakarai Kush Mlambo, Spencer Matthew, and Kabachi Brilliant Ngwerume. So you too can also be a winner here.
That's great, yeah. So this is the place to be, and this is where you can have your say as well. Let's take you through the Warriors lineup. So the referee, she's from Rwanda, Salima Mukansanga. The two assistants are female as well, and the lead VAR referee is also a female. So it is a big, big day for women in African football today. So for the Warriors, 8 changes. I think Admiral Muskwe up front is one particularly notable player here. Talbot Shumba comes in goal. God knows Murwira. Good for him. Such a servant to Zimbabwean football, getting a start today at the Afcon. Jero Takwara keeps his place. Peter Mudua is in. Bruce Kangwa keeps his place. Tabani Kamsoko is in. Knowledge Musona keeps his place. Tell us what you think about that. Some fans saying that should have been his last game. Never Tigere, who gets to start today as well. Jordan Zemura played well as a sub last time. Kuda Mahachi, many say, came on too late. And Admiral Muskwe playing in the English Championship. He's got a great frame for a centre forward, playing for Luton Town. 1 goal in 13 games in the league, and 1 goal in 1 appearance in the EFL Cup. I'm looking forward to seeing how he does today, Joel, because we could do with a real centre forward.
Yeah, I think we have tried all our centre forwards that we had hopes on them. You know, we played Prince in the first match. It was difficult for him. He was replaced at at interval, and then we had our own poster boy Tino Kadewere. It was difficult also for him. But you know, when you discuss about football with other legends out, they seem not to blame those two centre forwards. They're saying the service was not there. Versus Senegal, it was difficult. People were playing not to lose, so we didn't see much of Prince. We didn't play to his strength. We know all what he can do if he's given that service. But we didn't see much versus Malawi. I felt that was left alone to fight a lone battle up front. So today we have a different player. He's big. I think he moves a lot. He's that kind of a player who doesn't stay in one position. So I'm excited to see what he can do for us. And also we have seen that Neva Tikere is there. We spoke about him in the first match versus Senegal, that his prowess on set pieces. So we'd love to see that. And also I remember talking about Jordan Zemura, that maybe he's that kind of a player who's not used coming off the bench. So we want to see more from him. And then also Mahachi, he has never disappointed whenever he has played for the national team. So we are hopeful that for today we might get something out of this encounter.
Yeah, sure. What do you think about the starting lineup, Dixon?
I think also it's a big chance for the other guys who didn't play. I think the first match, even the second match. I think also there are big chance so that they can show the coach that they deserve to start those 2 matches, and also to show all the Zimbabweans that they deserved to go to the Afcon, because people, they were also asking questions why this one went there, why this one didn't go. So I think today is there also chance to play and show that they deserve to be there.
Yep, so it's a time to experiment because it's a dead rubber for the Warriors. You can post your comment, tell us what you think about Norman Mapeza's starting 11 today.
Yeah, and from what the guys were saying, Steve, I think one of the future stars is probably Jordan Zemura, because there were issues of Knowledge Msona might be retiring, and probably this is his last game. And amid the disappointment that we all felt because we could not qualify, Jordan Zemura is still determined, and he says today they are going to fight for pride.
It has to be more. Something has to come out of this, and I feel like for everyone at home, we're always having our support, so we have to give them something back to celebrate. But it's a work in progress. Of course, we're out now, but all I can say to the people back home is stick with us, and I'm sure we'll celebrate soon in the future.
So that's Jordan Zemura there telling us how he's determined to go ahead and do something for the Warriors. And just looking at probably Jordan Zemura and the other guys that are there, who else can we say probably can take the mantle forward from the likes of Kamabeliat? We know Knowledge Msona, yes, not yet retired, but they have been the cornerstone of the team. And now we've got these young guys that are coming up. Jordan Zemura. Who else can join Jordan Zemura?
I think Howard for. I think there's we still have Marvelous, Munetsi, Jordan, then Galloway. I think also when he came for national team, I think he did well. So, and also I think there's a boy, I think he plays in Spain. It is Abubakar Moffat. Is a product of ACES. I think that boy is a feature star for our Warriors, because he's playing for our under 23s. And also I think there's CF Antonio, we CF Mtimbanyoka, and also there's one guy I think is Petros Guyo, also is also a SS product.
Product basis youth academy.
I saw them play, so I think they are also going to give us happy moments.
So the future is bright. I would have really wanted probably to see a lot of these youngsters, you know, also getting to go to the Nations Cup. Because I remember when you guys went, there were some youngsters, though there were question marks about, you know, the ages of some of the guys that went there. You know, people then got to talk about, I know there was the issue of Ifrit Mazarura that made headlines.
16-year-old.
Yeah. But I think it's a good thing when you carry these youngsters, you know, to a tournament like this. It's said that of the guys that went there, you can't really talk of somebody who would have gone and said, okay, so I got the experience. Because I would have wanted the likes of Mutimba Nyoka or even Antonio to just go and, you know, experience how it is to go to a tournament like the Africa Cup of Nations.
Yeah, it is. I think the most important thing is that last time we spoke about the database. We now need to bring people, you know, that understand and also know these boys, because there are some coaches that might not even know about Abubakar Moffat. But now Zifa needs to identify who these people are that can bring these young boys. There is also another centre back. He plays I think in Vela League. He's a very, very good player. Trust me, he plays for the under-20s. Very, very good player. I think Kara, I don't remember the surname, but he's a very, very good player. So we need that database to capture that database and make sure that all these youngsters now, they can come, you know, and claim a spot in the national team. Because for now, I think we need to rebuild this team with these youngsters. But also we are not just having the youngsters. We still have got Marvelous, we still have got Munetsi. We've got Tino Kadewere that we're hoping that, you know, with time he's going to prove.
With better supply.
Yeah, with better supply from the likes of Kundai Penyu and also Timbanyoka. We're hoping that we change a little bit, you know, our style of play. Let's stop being scared of these other countries, because I remember when we played 2006 versus Ghana, there were so many big name players. We didn't care about them. You know, at the dressing room, you look at Peter Love and he will tell you that, let's just go and run at them. There's nothing. Then you'll know when your captain is telling you that there's nothing, you'll believe. So we need to change that attitude of going to the finals and looking at these other big nations and say, it's going to be difficult. We need to believe in ourselves. We need to produce these players that are going to go into the field and not even look at who is who and just play for themselves. We are a good country. We've got good players. The future looks very, very bright. We've got these youngsters that can take the mantle away from these other aging stars. And like I said, we need to bring people that will understand these boys, that knows the database, that know where these players are.
Steve, the game is about to start.
Yeah.
And now I'm scared to ask these guys to predict. Because the predictions have been horrible, to say the least. I don't know. Maybe you can ask them. But
Maybe there's a last game syndrome for us, like Joel and Dixon beat Algeria in 2004 in a game where we'd already been knocked out. Guinea's squad is not as strong as you might think. They've got Naby Keita of Liverpool, but a lot of players in the second division of France, a player in Azerbaijan as well, so they're not as strong as you might think. We could even spring a surprise, but I'll settle for a 1-1 draw, at least if we can score today.
we come back again with another point. Well, I was looking at the pattern. 2006, 2004, 3 points, 2006, 3 points, 2017, 1 point, 2019.
1 point.
1 point.
Yeah.
So this time around, maybe it's 0 points. I don't
Hopefully
know.
not.
Nah, but a point will be good.
A point would be
A
good.
point will be good, yeah.
So you're settling for a draw.
Yeah, I'm settling for a draw.
Dixon?
Yeah, I'll take anything today. Any result. Any result is good for me today.
Yeah.
You're watching the Total Energies Africa Cup of Nations 2021 Fan Zone. And yeah, we're just looking ahead to that game, and you can win a lot here. There are some soccer jerseys, balls as well, and 1 month DSTV subscription.
So it's great. We're going to be back after the game finishes, where again you can give us your views, post your comments, tell us what you think about how the Warriors have played. All the best to the guys in this fan zone, brought to you by Total Energies.
Total Energies presents the African Football Fans Jersey. Visit our service stations or our social networks to find out more.